Morning, Mrs. T.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Here we are in hospital.
Yep.
Yeah, port in,
Port it, yeah.
plugged in,
Plugged in. I've just had my bloods taken.
ready for chemo number 4.
5.
5. Gosh,
Yes.
chemo number 5.
Yeah.
And we haven't checked in for some time, so we've gone from 6 chemos now to 7.
Yeah. The reason being, so I was due to have 3 courses of docetaxel. Then I was to have an echocardiogram and be signed off by the heart person to say that my heart was strong enough to then have 3 rounds of epirubicin and cyclophosphamide.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, so it's a 2-drug thing, and they call it EC for short. Epirubicin and cyclophosphamide.
She's reading this from her phone as we speak.
Because I could never remember those. But EC for short. So the 3 docetaxels I had, and then when it came to the 4th docetaxel, I was supposed to have that the day after Bank Holiday Monday. No, sorry, I was due to the new drugs the day after Bank Holiday Monday, which would have been number 4. But they forgot to do the echocardiogram and stuff. So when she was doing, when my oncologist was doing the sort of Friday roundup before the bank holiday, and she said, yeah, we're going to move on to the EC. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, hang on, where's the echocardiogram? I said, well, nobody's given me one yet. Oh, she said, we'll have to delay your chemo then. And I just looked at her and I said, we can't delay it, surely. And she went, no, you're not very happy about that, are you? And I thought, well, if you stop taking one, it's not going to have the impact. So she said, well, we'll give you a 4th dose of Taxol instead, and then we'll do the echocardiogram, we'll get all that sorted out, and then if you're okay, we'll then start on your EC. So that's what happened. So that's the reason why I ended up with another dose of docetaxel.
But also you had racing heart.
Yeah, well,
so you ended up in A&E with a racing heart and things, didn't you?
Yeah, that's another reason why she absolutely wanted to make sure that my heart was strong enough. And they still don't know why I've got a racing heart. They think it might be some sort of side effect of the chemo. They can't be sure. He's prescribed a beta blocker, which I haven't taken yet. But this will make you laugh. I did say to him about the elephant and the mouse scenario, and this is what was making me...
What?
Yeah, this is what...
Where did this come from?
This is what was making me panic, because you've heard the story about where the mouse has a really fast heart and the elephant has a really slow heart,
oh gosh, yeah,
and that's why the elephant
lives longer
because he's got a slower heartbeat than the mouse. And I was sort of freaking out, thinking, if I've got a majorly fast heart rate, does that mean it's going to sort of like curtail my life expectancy because of my racing heart? And he did have a smile and he said, no, don't worry about that. So
there we are. So we're in the hospital today for the first of the Red Devil.
That's what they call it, yes.
Yeah, so we'll let you have a look at that when it goes up.
Yeah.
But also surgery, good news about surgery, it doesn't sound as if it's going to be as evasive, does it?
Hopefully it'll just be a lumpectomy where they'll go in and take the bits out. So that's good.
And leave you with a bit of cleavage.
Yeah, I should have my cleavage.
Yeah. And then we're still going for radiotherapy.
Yeah, you've got to have radiotherapy, because if you have a mastectomy, that's the full thing gone. Apparently, that's gone. All your tissue's gone. But if you have a lumpectomy and radiotherapy, it's as good and as effective as a full mastectomy.
Okay. 4 chemos already under your belt.
Yeah.
This is the 5th.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Fed up. I want it all over and done with now. As it's progressing further through, I am getting more and more tired.
You are, yeah.
But hey, you try to get into a routine every day, and I try, still to do my work every day. I push myself a lot to do as much work as I possibly can. There are days, when you just sit in front of your computer and just burst into tears and bawl your eyes out. But hey, nobody can see me. I'm at home.
Unless you're on a Teams call with one of the bosses.
No. You don't got a Teams call when you're bawling your eyes out.
Yeah. Okay, but there is something that's helping, isn't there?
Yes, have we actually said to you? I don't know. We haven't done a proper little vlog
No,
yet on our
and we must
edition.
introduce him officially.
Yes.
We've got a baby.
We have got a little baby, little chocolate puppy baby. His name's Boomer Bear.
Chocolate Labrador.
Yeah, and he's keeping us busy. Obviously, he needs walking every morning and every night. He's only a puppy, so he doesn't need too much walking, which is good because I can't do too much walking at the moment. But as he starts to get older, I can then start to push myself to do a little bit more walking and then get myself a bit fitter and stuff. So that's good. Keeps me busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him just before my last chemo. That was hilarious because it was a good job. It was a pleasant afternoon. So I literally just sat out in the garden on my chair with all the doors shut and just let him sit down there and in the garden and just go and do what he needed to do in the garden rather than have to pick up accidents in the house because I hadn't quite made it. So I just sat in my comfy
But we're
chair.
lucky. He's a good dog.
No, he's a good dog.
He'll be 3 months old on Sunday, so today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
But once we plug in with the chemo, we'll come back to you on this vlog.
Yeah.
And show you what's going on. But we thought we'd give you an update. We're still around, still dealing with this crap in our lives.
Yes, unexpected, unwanted crap, but it happens to people all the
and
time.
if you're in the same position, then our hearts go out to you and our thoughts. And if you've just discovered you're in this position, life does go on. It does take over, but life does go on.
Do you remember what the doctors say? Give me a year of your life and I'll give you your life back. Always remember that. Keep that in full frontal.
Yeah. So, and that's what we're doing. All apart from the fact that we should have been on a cruise today.
Yes, we should have been.
2 days ago, we should have been on a Mediterranean cruise.
Never mind, eh?
Ain't happening, is it? Not for a long time.
No, doesn't matter.
But we need to get you better. Okay, we'll come back to you again shortly.
Hello.
Hello. So what have we got plugged in now? Let's have a look.
I can't remember.
Steroids, I think, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
this is steroids.
Okay. And I've also just
It's all
taken
plugged
taken an anti-sickness drug as well. So the anti-sickness and the steroids are bigger, or it's a bigger combination.
It's a different course of steroids, isn't it?
It's
yeah,
a different
that's
course
right.
of steroids. It's less steroids, I think she said. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Cover your boob up.
Sorry. I think she said it's less steroids.
It's not the bad boob, but...
Well, I'll get both out if you like,
Don't.
Yeah, I think she said it's a lesser course of steroids this time. And the pharmacy lady just came as well, and she said that I've only got to take steroids for day 2 and day 3. Was it day 2?
Yeah, it's a lesser steroid and for less amount of time.
But she's going to give me a different type of anti-sickness. But interestingly, it's something beginning with M instead of domperidone. And she said I can't take domperidone with the thing beginning with M, the anti-sickness one.
Magnum.
Oh, perhaps, yeah, whatever. But she said it's a different type of anti-sickness this time. And she said it'd be 3 days worth of anti-sickness and then take how you feel after that. And she said to me, how am I getting on with the last chemo rounds? And I said, I don't really have very much anti-sickness drugs, do I? Because I think I took one domperidone last time on day 1 after chemo last time, and I didn't need to take any more. So I think I'm lucky actually with the.
Yeah, I've been lucky. Yeah.
I think I'm very tired, but I'm very lucky with this sickness side of things. But hey, I'm not anti-taking pills. I mean, I don't take pills unless I need to, but when I need to, I'll take them. So, if I need the pills.
The muff pills.
Now
then, I'll talk about your hair as well, because whilst I don't think it's quite thick at the moment. It's a bit coarse, which makes me think it's going to go a bit curly.
Right.
But
it's not.
We
all
haven't
dropped
shaved
off.
your head. It might do halfway through this dose of chemo again.
We'll see.
We'll see how.
You say it's coarse. I think it's quite soft.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But all the dirty colour's gone, hasn't it?
Oh no, it's coming back actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
starting to get a bit darker here again.
Oh, there's me thinking I was going to be a platinum blonde.
But I'm wondering if it will start to drop out again on this chemo.
We'll see.
Because you got 3 doses of this. We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, we'll see. But hey, it's not gone completely. When I shaved it off, it went. But and
It's thin.
It's thinned. Yeah.
It's a bit like mine.
I've got more hair than you have.
Yeah, right. So anyway, TikTok. pumping the drugs in.
Yep.
So, and then you go on to the Red Devil.
Epirubicin.
Epirubicin.
And cyclop...
Clipper clopper.
I don't know what it was. I see, I was reading
So
it
I thought you were
earlier.
going to vomit then. Right, and then of course the time is ticking along. That's a clock. Not. I suppose you know that's a clock, really. 12:15, which
What
means
have you been taking?
in 45 minutes, lunchtime.
Yay.
Okay. Right, we'll check. Oh, I'm keeping you awake.
I'm tired.
So we'll check back in once the poison comes along and they.
Don't mention that word.
What word?
Poison.
Poison. Okay. Is it medicine?
Medicine.
Oh, the medicine.
Medicine.
In brackets, poison.
No.
Anyway, we'll check in a minute.
Right.
Come on.
Hello. Right, so I've started this course of treatment. This is the epirubicin. And it's given as a bolus, apparently. It's not a drip, so we have to feed it in. Look at that, look.
It really looks toxic, doesn't it?
Oh, God, yes. Well, you would have thought they'd have done it some colour, a pretty colour, wouldn't you?
Well, like pink.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
So that obviously gets fed in, and there's a drip there as well, which...
Oh, that's sort of like going
That's
in with
the
my
saline,
steroids, I
isn't it?
think.
The steroids.
Yeah,
yeah.
fast running fluid.
Fast running fluid, like, there you go.
And that sucks
Just
it
to
in
keep
at the
it
side.
diluted.
Wow.
Gosh.
There's two of those. There's
Yeah.
another one there to do.
Yeah.
And then you've got the other chemo there
What's that other one
beside
called
it.
again?
Cyclophosphamide.
Cyclophosphamide. Sounds like a pesticide, doesn't it?
Well, it is technically, isn't it? It's killing off a germ. There you go.
Oh, exciting stuff.
Well, I wouldn't say it's exciting. You're not going to be saying that in a couple of days' time.
No, that's true.
When you're going to be hanging with your head over the toilet, vomiting everywhere.
Oh,
Hopefully
shut
not.
up.
No. That won't happen.
No, it won't. We've been very lucky so
I've
far.
been very lucky, actually.
Yeah.
I haven't been sick once. She says touching wood of some
No, you
description.
have. No, it's true. There you go.
Oh, I can feel that going in.
Yeah.
They're cold.
Is
yeah,
it cold,
it is
is it?
pretty
Yeah.
cold, yeah. I feel like going right down there. Yeah, it's quite weird.
Good. Right, well, we'll finish off the treatment and then we'll come back to you all again.
Right.
So,
So I've had me 2 vials of the red stuff,
yeah.
and now I've got this one of the whatever
Yeah,
it's
so
called.
you've had 2 of those big tubes of whatever pumped in you.
Epirubicin.
And now you've got this going in, cyclomethamphetamine.
Yeah. Now she said, interestingly, towards the end of this, I might feel as if I've got a bit of a cold coming or a tickle in my throat, like I've just eaten a horseradish sandwich. But she said once she splashed me through, all of that will go. So it's quite interesting.
And there was something else she said which I thought was quite interesting, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, that's not very helpful, is it?
Oh no, but you wee.
Oh yes, she said I'm going to have pink wee for the
Pink
next
wee
48
for the next
hours.
48 hours or
Yeah.
72 hours.
That's it. Yeah, she said I've got to make sure that I flush it all out. She said it's got to do its stuff, but get rid of it as soon as I can.
Mhm.
So lots of flushy stuff. We don't want the chemotherapy sticking in my system for longer than it should be.
So there we go.
Mm.
So about half an hour on that.
And then she's going to flush me through.
Flush you through. In the middle of all this, we're going to have lunch. If somebody can stay awake,
Oh, I'm tired today, really tired.
and you're not tomorrow or yesterday or the day before. Okay, good.
Anyway, thank you ever so much for your support, everybody, because it's all absolutely wonderful. I'm still here. I'm still pushing through it. I'm still trying to keep that smile on my face. It gets harder every day, I must admit. But we're there.
Okay. I love you, my darling.
I love you too.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your support. We couldn't do it without you. Love you, darling.